Everyone, Dave Flint from Flintart, Australia. Today we're going to be drawing a killer whale from using the number 2 to start with. And you don't need a lot to draw this activity or make this activity, create this activity. All you need is something to draw with and something to colour in with. And the killer whales themselves are actually black and white, so you don't really need a lot of colour, but maybe to do a background like a blue watery sort of background, that'd be okay. It's an elementary school or primary school aged activity, so not too difficult. Having said that, let's get creative. Come and join me. Here's the number 2. I'm going to draw that over sort of on the side of the page a bit, sort of around about here, because I need to fit this killer whale in here, or this orca, as they're also known. So here's the number 2, like that. Something like that. You want to draw number 2. Now, how do we continue this whale? How do we turn this number 2 into a killer whale? Very simply. Well, it's simple after you've watched a few steps. So here we go. First I will draw the eyes. Now the first eye goes around about here, like that. And then the second one goes, I'm just going to make that 2 a little bit longer. There. My other eye goes here, like so. That's my 2 eyes, and I'm going to put a couple of little pupils inside those, just like that. There we have it. I might do a couple of little eyebrows on this killer whale as well. There we go, a couple of little eyebrows to go with my killer whale. Now next, what I want to do here is I'm going to put the fin in here. Now I'm going to thicken these lines up a bit later. What I'm going to do now is do his fin on the side, the pectoral fin of the killer whale. Now that is going to go about here, going to come down like that, and then when it comes back up here it joins back onto the side of the number 2 there, just like that. Okay, now what's next? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring this part of this is the bottom part of the whale's mouth here. I'm going to bring that down to touch around about here on the fin. I'm going to come up like that and do the bottom of the killer whale's jaw there. Now killer whale have got a bunch of teeth because they do eat meat. They are carnivorous, and they often actually like to eat seals, which is a bit sad for seals. But these are what the teeth look like. They're sort of rounded sort of teeth like this. There on the top row of the jaw, and then down on the bottom. I'm going to do some teeth like this, like that. Okay. Next, what I want to do here is just continue a line coming all the way from the eyes here. I want that to sort of join up with this line here. I want that to come through there and go around about over down there like that. Just like that. Okay. It's a bit similar to baby shark, but this is a killer whale. So next, what I want to do, from this bottom jaw here, this jawline, I want to bring that so it continues through this fin. I want to bring it over to here to meet this part of my killer whale. Okay, now the tail of this killer whale. Let's think about the tail of the killer whale. First of all, what I'm going to do is draw a line that comes down like this, goes back like that, and then another curve like that, and then that curves back up like that to there. That's my killer whale tail. The killer whale tail. Bit of a rhyme there. Okay, so that's my killer whale's tail. They've sort of got a tail that's sort of on the side. It's not up straight up and down like a shark's tail. It's sort of goes on the side, completely sort of flat this way, not vertical like a shark's tail. So that's sort of a killer whale tail. You can sort of play around with the way the tail looks if you want, but that's how I'm drawing mine for now. Now, part of the killer whale is also a huge dorsal fin, and that is about here somewhere. And I'm going to draw mine coming up like this and then down like that. They have a huge dorsal fin, really big. Some of them are huge. I don't know if you've ever seen a killer whale on TV. You've actually seen one out in the ocean, but they have a massive dorsal fin. Now the other thing they have is some sort of patches of white, like white shapes on them. I'm going to do one here, like that. Do another one here, coming down off the back, like that. And then from here, what I'm going to do is draw one that goes all the way over to the fin. And that's going to go like this. Something like that. Okay? And that will be white in there. Now, there's my killer whale. One other thing I'm going to do is draw another little fin sort of over here, sort of so you can see it from the other side, just like that, as if you could see the fin on the other side of the killer whale. Now, at this point, it is colouring in time. You can use whatever you want to colour in. I'm not sure what I'm going to use just yet. I'm going to have a little bit of a think about that and then start colouring in. Again, you can use whatever you like to colour in. Might be textures, it might be coloured pencils, it might be Sharpies, could be watercolour paint if you've got watercolour paint. You can also do a background for this if you like. So killer whales actually often travel in a pod, so they have a few killer whales with them. They travel like a family, and if you wanted to, you could draw another one of these over here, maybe sort of a lot smaller, so that you can have a few killer whales on your page. Now, I might do that, and I'll do it in fast motion so that I can speed things up for you, so you're not getting bored watching me draw. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that, boys and girls, and I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this activity. Bye for now.
Flintart.